Welcome back to some professional Starcraft, to the Exon Cup Open Finals. Once again, in the bottom right, the star player of Team Exon. Sure, there's Special, there's Cham, there's plenty of others, but the flashiest, at the very least, both dramatic in winning and losing, it is Nina. Now with a Max Pax. We're Max Paxing, that's happening. And on the other side of the map, the Korean Terran player, a challenger once again, is... which is how he'll feel very soon when the Zealot comes out. The probe will die. I don't know if that was intentional to bait out the Reaper, but the Reaper needs to turn around immediately. Good reaction time. It was hidden. There was no vision. There's just enough space to fit a gateway. A Stalker? No, a Stalker's still pretty far out of production. The command center is canceled. So is that enough damage from this Max Pax build? Usually the issue... like, canceling the command center, I think, is enough. Because we're defending with no units. There's no units at home. There's no gateway. There's no way to produce units. The only way home is a recall, for the most part. I guess you could try to walk, but the Reaper's going to chase you down. It's going to take a while. These Zealots well, taking the brunt of this. Going for the Zealot, but at what the Zealot lives. The Zealot who lived. Meanwhile, the Reaper will force units across the map. Every unit will get recalled. A full commitment. Two more gateways on the way. Of course, the warp gate on the low ground as well. Once the Zealots are spotted, it looks like the Marines will go down the ramp. I guess they could just walk away from Zealots if they were there. Cyclone comes out as well. Nina gets all of her units out, gets a cancel on the CC, but it was rebuilt in the main, of course. Thank you, Spaz. That does not wall the Reaper. I thought, because of the little lines right there, I thought that would indicate, like, just put buildings or units here. Looks like Nina thought that too, and oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
There was a wall off, which included, very importantly, the robotics bay. The robotics bay was not scouted by the Reaper. I think that's partially why the probes got involved. A single Cyclone headed across. Oh. Battery getting involved. Honestly, oh, of course, the Raptor drop. And what? Oh, not the Raptor drop, a Colossus drop. Now, that is more dramatic and more expensive. Having the Colossus important against any of these Marine pushes. Disruptors are fun and flashy, but Colossus know where their bread is buttered. A single, like, with one disruptor, you can easily find yourself in an awkward situation without a disruptor shot, but the Colossus is a more known quantity. So the Stalker's retreating back. The Cyclone was picked off. There's several Tactive Boys coming with this for repair and bunkers and all those fancy things. That's about it. That's all the That's all two fancy things. Now, this is a bold move. Sending out the Colossus drop, confident. Okay, that's all right. 2 tanks, multiple bunkers. I don't know if you want to just send the Colossus across the map. Colossus, shield battery overcharge. Colossus getting targeted somewhat, but not really. Oh, units on top of the tanks dragged into front. Well, I guess the minimum distance range, which sounded like a cool idea right up until all those units died anyways. Meanwhile, though, the bunker's not complete. Shield battery overcharge has already been used. There's no extended thermal lance, but the repositioning with the Warp Prism is, of course, key. Now, the bunker, if that bunker finishes, this becomes so much more difficult to deal with. Important robo units and let's be honest here, significantly less important gateway units tanking. But the Immortal walks forward looking for more targets, other tank unsieged. Colossus juggled out. Nina starting to take a big edge in this point. Immortal, Colossus on the chase, angrily dropping out of that prism instantaneously. And Nina will hold. 11 Zealots, 4 Stalkers. But none of the key units. No, the Warp Prism, the Colossus, and the Immortal will stay, oh my god, already across the map. And now, terrorizing the citizenry and the SCVs and the Ewoks who are doing science. Wait a second. What's happening here? I'm sorry. Everybody pause the game. Is he qualified for that? Oh, no, no. Whoa, 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 whoa! The Colossus itself has to body block for the prism. In typical Nina fashion, making things way more dramatic than they need to be. A classic. So far, well, Sigh has done a great job. Does he even have a third? No. So, he's just been very diligently producing SCVs. Nina not so committed to continued probe production. Instead was focusing a lot more on that unit count. Oh my god, a turret counters this whole build. But 52 to 56 workers, and without a third CC, so that means Sigh has not skipped really a beat here. Especially considering how the game opened up. Well, this is probably not the best usage of these probes. That might be factoring in here. I will say that the probe convention, rivaling that of the Ewoks, while dramatic, is at some point the macro does take precedence over the micro, though with Nina that is not necessarily true. Yeah, that's a lot of... When you have... Well, it's 65 probes, but this has been happening for a few... Oh my god, it's drop o'clock! But there aren't enough Marines! So, and they can't shoot out of the windows because that would compromise the structural integrity of the dropships. That's just science. Oh, and the probes finally find purpose in life. They finally got their emails returned and said, you're gonna go long distance mine from the where the fuck are you going? Uh-huh. Alright, moving on. The upgrade, well, there's charging. Oh my god! The prism. On a mission. Trying to bait units in. The drops on both sides. We got charge done. +1/+1 for Nina. A long way off, but this attack is imminent. I believe this was scouted. Like, some supply depots coming. That's a lot of Marauders and tanks. I don't know about this for Nina. Those supply depots actually make things pretty difficult here. The charge lot's struggling to get through. Disruptor shot, center mass, finds a couple tanks, but it doesn't break them. And suddenly, all those missteps and all those smaller mistakes kind of coming together here as Sigh focuses on his macro while Nina has most definitely favored the micro. And that puts Sigh up 14 supply. This attack, there's just too many tanks now. The drops will chase each other. There's no Colossus in this one, but there is optimism. Two on the way for Sigh. There's, of course, a Twilight Council for Nina if she wants to go for that 2-2 upgrade. Immortal. Done. Another Immortal in production. Immortals are very dramatic. Oh my god. Casual Disruptor. Out of nowhere. The Scan. A classic, but the Disruptor will be hunted down and killed. But here comes the rest. A few charge lots and sensor tower range. So Nina was in an okay spot, but it now has gotten a lot more dicey. Sigh as a Terran with better upgrades, ghosts, and a solid tank count. Oh well. Oh great! Force fields isolating and slaughtering about a dozen bio units. Meanwhile, a couple Vikings a long way from home, and their boats weren't built for such long expeditions, but will find the prism! They will be remembered! In Valhalla! That was possibly the most important single unit the Vikings could have picked off there, but the supply depot's once again holding the line. EMPs coming through, softening things up, but does Sigh have enough? The boys will be pulled, and this is not the scenario. These are not the units. The Vikings are back! No Valhalla for them! Just victory! Those two Vikings may turn the tides, able to take out the Colossi, deny the reinforcements. 31 SCVs go down. So do the Vikings. Well, one of them. A recall may be a bit ambitious, but gets out a lot of those key units. So Nina with a decisive attack. Nina finds an opportunity, slices up a group of bio, and then pierces forth with the rest. 45 to 79 workers. The army supply is still in favor of Sigh, so I think attacking until at least 2-2 is done, obviously, is a dicey endeavor. But maxing out with those 2-2 upgrades against a Sigh who is handicapped here. He's been hamstrung. He had to pull the boys against Archons and Colossi, which is not the most even trade. A fourth base is being landed. That was already being constructed before everything. Fusion core is done with advanced ballistics research. Ranged liberators. The Scourge. If there was to be a Scourge in Starcraft 2, the Scourge of, well, essentially everyone, including Terrans. But mostly Protoss and Zerg. And honestly, mostly Protoss. At some point, ground units aren't gonna cut it. It is not this point, as range isn't done, and there go a couple Liberators right off the bat. Nina going for it, throws out a couple Disruptors. Another shot, looks for the opportunity, finds a Ghost. Sentry picked off, 2 sentries, decent pickoffs, and going for Ruptors as well. Another one, curveball through the bushes, which is, I don't think intentional, but a interesting tactic. A few DTs. Are those all DTs? 4 DTs. The Shadow Guard, or whatever the Nerazim thing is called in co-op. Nerazim Guard? Nerazim Shadow Guard? Project Shadowblade. It's like, could you not sound like Evil Corporation when you come up with these projects? No! Project Heartbreaker Strike Force. It's like, why are we calling it why does it have a code name? That's what it is. I don't know. Planetary Fortress with a curious amount of Vikings. Maybe looking for a prism. But the Planetary essentially undefended otherwise. The SCVs will be pulled, but a Disruptor takes a chunk. Another one. Oh, the Fadeaway finds a Ghost and at least a Marauder. Sigh down 50 supply. But the army supply is about as good as it's going to get for Sigh. Several ranged Liberators. Disruptor shot. Oh my God. That is... yeah. That was a game-ending level Disruptor hit, and the game does end. They're hit and miss, by definition. That was a hit. I think Sigh was kind of reeling from that, and then the DTs came in. Like, the DTs came in, hit like 2 things, Sigh looked back, and then looked for 2 G keys on his translated keyboard. Which I believe are where the English W's are, which is why sometimes you'll see Korean players type WW, but the result is the same. No, WW is not well won. It's just on a Korean keyboard where the G's end up, if you're putting them in English. If you see someone who's not Korean doing it, they're just trying to pretend. No, it's not. I'm Korean? No, you're speaking English. That's illegal. Are you telling me Koreans lied to me? They would never do that. It's wee woo. Wee woo. Or it's what the G keys make. Or I'm just making things up on the internet. It's Warwick. You know, now I don't believe you.
A follower. Is that all?
Oh yeah, the most exciting thing I have going on in my life is I have an automated, and by automated you just carbonate your own water. So I'm very forward thinking. Because with Amazon Prime, not only can you get sparkling water delivered, but you can get the tools to make your own sparkling water, so you can be your own wannabe German. Germans know what I'm talking about. You know what the best thing? When you're waking up hungover in Germany, when you're waking up hungover in Germany, which is just waking up in Germany, and then you reach for a bottle of water because your throat is just eviscerated after a long night of very serious conversation and no jokes. And then you open up that bottle of water and you don't notice, and you take a drink and it's like super sparkling water and you don't vomit. That's a good day. But why though? Why is it every... This is a cannon rush, by the way. This doesn't work against Terran, right? I mean, you gotta wall off the high ground. If you're Sigh, I think you got right. Wait, does that pop the probe? Do you pop the probe? Do it! Oh, okay, I guess that works. But, like, does it work, though? I guess canceling also. That's... Yeah, I feel like walling off is the counter. Seems simple enough. Oh. Run! Because, like, the bunker is nearly done. Oh, if that marine, you gotta get in! No! Okay. So... So, what have I done? Oh my god. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is the intro bit. Yeah, we're not doing that right now. Jimmy, get the score! I think this could have gone better, but I'm not 100% because like this was the most obvious and typical response. By the way, 2 out of 2 games with Nina building most of her buildings in size natural for the first several minutes, which is just typical. I'm not sure what happens now. Thanks, Maverick.
WNTRRNG.
I don't think this really did anything. But I'm not sure, because they're like, usually you try the cannon rush and then back off, but this is like a cannon rush with a proxy gate. It's a real commit. There's a Stargate. Oh yeah, proxy. It's been like 3 days since I saw proxy Void Ray in the natural build. Which is just objectively a thing that terrible people do. But I mean, Nina's Protoss. She can't help it. So the Stargate hasn't been scouted. The batteries are running out of energy. There's another cannon and battery at the back. But once the cannon... Has the Stargate been scouted? The Stargate was spotted. That is very important. Yeah, at this, that's gonna... Okay. The siege tank could technically wall off the ramp, but it's kind of like an awkward scenario. Going for the pylon. Gets one. But there's still one... Well, the Void Ray's out. Oh no. Oh no! Oh, it always comes out too quick! There's nowhere to run! Oh, how is a Void Ray out? Oh, you hate to see it. I really do. I do hate to see it. Like, I'm completely objective and unbiased, but I hate to see it. The Viking is cloaked by the starport. The mother protects its hens. Or the mother hen. Even if they're adopted or constructed. That's a lot of shield batteries. The Cyclone kind of dies. Okay. But the Viking should be enough, right? Yes? Hello? There's no shield battery overcharge because there's no Nexus, which is the only thing missing from this build. I think the Viking production is higher than that. Than the... I don't know. So, Nina is expanding, and so is Sigh. But something's gonna have to be decided here. This fight will have to be decided one way or the other before either player will really be mining from their expansions. Oh, there's a robo here now with immortals being produced, because why wouldn't there be? I don't... Like, Vikings on the ground actually not bad against immortals, though. So...
New subscriber detected.
Are there enough shield batteries? I have nothing to really add here. I don't know how this ends. I think it depends on the target fire and the timing. Oh, the boys! The boys! Well, it's happening! It's happening! Oh, a missed target! The batteries are holding for so long, but does it matter? Another immortal shows up, immediately gets recalled out, doesn't want to be involved anymore. The boys should probably go home now. The boys do go home now. So Nina has an expand. It's scanned out. But, as I suspected... Oh, the boys are coming again! Are they just transferring, or are they attacking? But... Alright. Yeah, we've had a taste of blood. Even though not a single one of those units had blood. But we've had a metaphorical taste for destruction. And we will not be sated until there are no more Protoss on this entire goddamn map. And the boys will lead the charge. The Vikings will march as well. The Cyclones will drive, which seems like a much more efficient method. But the boys are here. The boys are back in town. There's only one pylon. The probes are pulled. But the shield battery overcharge on the pylon. Oh my god! Oh, the commit! The commit! Oh, Sigh! He wound up! He wound up and he threw it as hard as he could! Oh no! Just target the goddamn battery! Holy fuck! Why does no one ever target the battery? I don't know! It's like, no, you can't target the battery because it's overcharged and thus invulnerable. Every time I see a Terran lose a game to shield battery overcharge and they don't target the battery, then I say, maybe Mr. Terran player, you're just looking for a reason to complain. And I will give you that shield battery overcharge is very strong, but so is having a brain! Oh, there are Vikings and medevacs. This is the life we lead now. The refugees. The Vikings finally learned to fly again. Though maybe they shouldn't. Maybe next time they should stay in the medevac. Oh no, there's a disruptor! Why is there a disruptor? Nina's still down like a bunch of supply. I just gave up on math there for some reason. A chunk of supply. 30 supply. Oh, here come the Vikings! Nina commits! One Viking survivor, but both stalkers die. Both players very committed to murdering specific... Oh, whoa! Out of nowhere. They're very committed to murdering specific units and buildings. The double siege from the low ground! With the Liberators to cover the high ground. A beachhead. No, stop with the pylons. Actually, that was a good pylon to depower. Depowers the robo and 2 gates. There are only 3 gates. Sigh still has plenty of production and has throughout this. So it's like, despite the failure in the boys pulled frontal assault, it looks like Nina's just going to go for the base trade, which seems a little delayed here, to be honest. Oh, the hero Viking! Considering that Nina's base is crumbling as we speak. But I guess fighting this army is nearly impossible on the ground with that many units, so. Disruptor finds a connection. Therefore, you can't recall Terran. Why are you going home? Nina's probably looking desperately for the expo, because at this point, there's no way this is one base. But where is the natural? Here comes the Terran army! 1 bit at a time. Very convenient, but there's not a warp prism. So there are no reinforcements, and there's not enough stalkers to kill the Liberators. What's happening? This army still exists. What? Okay, I guess that's one way to do it. Half the Terran army came home, over half. And, oh, the depot! The depot! The depot! You see the depot! Meanwhile, this is happening. A single zealot, friendly fire. Nina's still holding for some reason. I don't... Oh, the tank's on the run, but there's no anti-air, which makes it awkward. That's not a tank, that's a cyclone. Why wouldn't it be? The Cyclone kills the Colossus! What world are we living in? Of course the Cyclone dies, as is required. The rest of the Bio Army, the Terran Army, has now reconsolidated. They've had a rousing speech from their commander and have decided to get their shit together. So now Nina, with 41 probes and 2 base mining, is upgrading Storm, getting a Colossus and Warpian High Templar. Down 40 supply. Hallucinated Phoenix will scout the base, but I'm not sure if there's a way out of this one. It's looking like this entire game since the end of the cannon rush has been Nina throwing pocket sand into Sigh's eyes. But his eyes do not lies when they say, it's time for you to die, Nina. Despite his oh my god. Okay, you know what? Oh goddamn. This is my jam. Whipping out disruptors up until the AM. Except for Sigh, it's noon. I know, I get it. Time zones exist. So now we're going to have multiple flavors of splash damage. Well, that was an ambitious disruptor. But, oh, no. No. That's way too much Terran. Every bio unit, every weak unit will die, but the Liberators and tanks will not. And we're all tied up. Ah, yes. That was a normal standard game of Starcraft, from Cannon Rush to Hidden Third double tank Viking drop. The entire game, from start to the very finish, Sigh had a bigger army. By, like, not a small margin. But Nina's like a angry chihuahua. Now, with poisoned teeth, if it bites you, it's not like a deadly poison. It's like a poison that gives you a rash that's really annoying. In that, like, you can't help but scratch. So, like, at the end of the day, it's still a chihuahua, but meanwhile, while we're getting into Game 3, if you're watching live, make sure to use the Matcherino code. Jimmy, can we get the promotion thing up? We're doing the esports. I don't know if we've used all the codes, but all you gotta do, all of you spamming dumb memes, including Dricket, take a second to use that Twitch account to support esports. Oh, we already used up the codes? Well, that doesn't mean we can't show off all the exciting sponsors of, wait, who's the host? Sigh is the host. Alright. We got tantalizing terrariums. You want a terrarium? You like Digimon? Do you like, Pokemons? Do you like the Terrazinemon? Well, maybe not that one. But you can get a terrarium. That doesn't even rhyme with Terrazine. There's only the Terra part. Whatever. You can get it personalized. You can get it standardized. You can get it... that's most of it. But also, get your very own Team Exon jersey. Your online sports championship. It's not a country club. It's an esports club. And you can support these professional gamers. Oh, they'll make a Starcraft one to go right alongside. You can get the little Zerglings with the big Zerglings. As we all know, you'll be getting... Did the colors change? Nina in the game in game 1 was yellow. Then she was red. And now she's yellow again. Does she only win games with the yellow color? Which I think fits Protoss, obviously, because of the Nexus. Would you build a goddamn gateway in your base? Thank you. Thank you. And make that the only gateway you like in the... This time it's a 2-gate. Which is, Can we get the scores? Thank you. This is what we lovingly call in the business cheesy Protoss bullshit. Nina even brought the probe back to the normal pathing to scout and made it look like, oh yeah, I'm scouting. Wow. Okay. Can you afford... Wait. Going for a Nexus and a proxy gate. There's already a bunker on the way. I'm not sure if Sigh suspects something. Based on the bunker timing and placement, like it's not particularly early, but it is kind of tucked in near the command center. The boys are pulled. This is some precarious micro from both sides. Nina could definitely... Oh, the Marine. Body blocking. Oh, the boys! Vengeance! Blood! Destruction! Murder! Okay. Oh, well, here come a couple more. So the command center's still not done. It's awkward because, like, you don't want to cancel the command center because it's just a stalker and an adept. But it is a stalker and an adept. One SCV going for the CC. Another stalker just kind of walks in because this is the kind of day we're having. And then they walk out, but not before, well, oh, get it, Hellion, I believe. Oh my, okay. Everyone dies at the end. Yeah, I'm not sure those rocks are your top priority right now, but sure. The reason these rocks exist is so you can't build 3 pylons or 2 bunkers at the bottom of people's ramps, which used to be like a top-tier Code-S strategy in the beginning of Wings of Liberty. And then Zerg players were like, well, what can we do? And then Terrans were like, die. Which didn't seem very fair. It seems fair now, but it didn't seem very fair then. So that's why those rocks exist. A Widowmon. Okay, some semblance of sanity in this drop. We got a Widowmon. We got some Marines. Pretty much anyone who was hanging out in the base is in this drop. Meanwhile, there's a disruptor drop because, of course, there is. And also, this gateway has... I don't think this gateway will be scouted till a 3rd or 4th base. Uh-huh. 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 Thank you to Drickett for organizing both Team Exon and the Team Exon Cup. Drickett appears to have fallen over his Ethernet cable. We will wait. Don't you guys love casting live? It's just that feeling of being right there as it happens. That makes people so excited. If you're watching this on YouTube, like and subscribe, and you can pretend. Like it was live as well. Just don't look at how long this video is. Too late. You liked and subscribed, and that brought up the video to... Oh my god, the target fire. I'm not sure that disconnect helped Nina, despite the conspiracy theories.
I am here.
Oh.
Your probes are under attack.
I was wondering. That was the Nina cam we were looking at. What? What was just recalled? A disruptor. Oh, the War Prism got hit by a Widowmine. And it died. But so did 9 SCVs. We missed all of that. 9 SCVs for a disruptor shot is quite impressive, by the way. Oh my god. One Stalker can just barely hit. Sigh thought about using Nina's own wall against her. Kind of did accidentally, and that's the only reason the Liberator's still alive. So, everybody calm down. Take a third, and move on with your lives. Sigh is actually only at 37 workers. Nina only has 42 as well, with 11 versus 13 killed. The income, well, the draw goes towards the mules. We have the mule valleys there, and the mule peaks. I mean, that's one place for the Liberator to hang out. The gateway has been scouted, the source of most of the early game strife. But it served its purpose of baiting out a potential Ruptor shot. Finds a few Marauders. There's nothing here, though. Nina either didn't notice or didn't care. So, it feels like this is somehow where we always end up in Nina games. Nina has made a lot of big plays. She's played some crazy strategy. And now she's down 20 supply and even in workers with a Terran. So, now what? Shouldn't that, like, doesn't that Stalker got a toe in the Liberator zone? Well, now it's more than a toe. It's all 4 toes. How many toes? I think it's not really feet. Oh, that was close. Yeah. Meanwhile, though, the whole Bio Army is here. That Nexus is dropping quick. And it's gone. And Nina not even confident enough to go for this. The Liberator found another angle! The Liberator lives somehow. Charge is now done, but the force field will prevent anything more. The Liberator, okay, your work here is done. Distracting more than enough to grind out a significant lead for Sigh. So, It's gone from bad to worse. Nina has 0 upgrades. +1 armor, I guess, is on the way. There's no third. Where's that Ruptor? Wasn't there a Disruptor? Where did the Ruptor go? Am I a crazy person? There's no Ruptor. There's one in production. Now, unfortunately, that's, well... This seems bad. This seems very bad for Nina. Was that the Robobay? I believe it was. The Cybercore's getting hit. The Robo's depowered. Down goes the Colossus. That is not really the pathing. And Sigh, match point. Wow. A roller coaster.
Oh, a follower. Is that all?
Joined because I thought you were good at Starcraft too. Stayed because watching you play sometimes is kinda funny.
Who gave them a 12-month sub? V-Triple? You see, that's what happens when someone has a guaranteed sub. They think they can just say anything. Okay, I would like to take this time. They can start the game, but I would like to, and this is for YouTube if you ever enter Twitch chat, take a demonstration of, like, what is good etiquette on Twitch chat? The answer is there's none, but there are some basic things you can do. Who would... Depends on who you ask. Where were we? Game 5 of the Exon Cup Finals. A dramatic exchange between Sigh and Nina. Nina's gone with the red Protoss this time, and we've gone with... switching up which player... Wait, can't I switch those? Wait. But wait, now I gotta switch. Ah! You see, now we're professional. Will this be the very first game of this series without a single Protoss building on the other side of the map, on the Terran side? I don't know what to think anymore. What is this gonna be? Some sort of...
Literally don't know what you're talking about.
No. Macro game? I'm not sure. So wait, what is PvT supposed to look like? 1 Rax versus 1 Gate, probably Twilight or Robo, though some people mix in a Stargate. And then usually a 3 Rax tank push after some sort of early pressure. Hellions, Widowmine, maybe Banshee. Of course, it's the most unlikely option, the Stargate. The Speed Pro! Using the speed. Okay, come. What? 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 Whoa, whoa, whoa! What the fuck? Oh, what? Nina, that's illegal. Oh. The probe turned into an overlord. I'm pretty sure that's just a graphical glitch, but. Oh. The probe overlord. Oh my god. Sigh really doesn't like these rocks. Call it the team. So, the actual result of this is nothing. Nothing has died. Wow, does that wall? You can come in, but you have to stay in the foyer. Which is a fancy word for the doorway, from my understanding. This is the quarantine zone. All Reapers go here, and now they die. Those Phoenixes given a strong message that they should never return to this place. Pick up the mine! Oh my, I think he was baiting to try to get the Viking out. So, Nina being incredibly and recklessly greedy as always, sticks around and loses a Phoenix. Remember, this could be the last game, though. It's actually going okay for Nina. If you're watching live, use the bracket command and support these professional gamers in their addiction to ridiculous games of StarCraft. Which, at first you're like, huh, these guys look terrible, and then you realize that you haven't played StarCraft for 7 years. You're an old-school Brood War guy who just thinks that strategies in StarCraft 2 they can't even spell or name correctly are pretty dumb, and then say, you know what, maybe I should support people who actually play the game. Use that bracket command today. And if you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe to unlock that description, which will have more info on how to join or maybe support the Cup Slide. Welcome back, Dricket. Dricket yelling in chat like, I didn't actually disconnect, it's just my StarCraft did. So Dricket hit Alt F4 somehow and won't admit to it. That's a lot of adepts. That's a lot of adepts. That is a significant and dangerous number. The Marines don't know where to go. Well, they're going to hell. Wow, 1 Marine versus the world. Big game. I see the shadow of some Phoenixes as this drop comes out. I don't even know. Nina just putting... Oh, well. That is about the worst possible time the Phoenixes could have found it. He will be able to unload. There should be... Yep, there's the recall. But there are the Widow Mines. Oh. Sigh with some solid execution. There's a double drop in the top left as well. This is getting chased down. Nina's struggling. The double drop on the third. The recall was just used to the main. Sigh does have a third command center coming up. Is there any detection for this? There's no armory. Those should be visible. Yeah. Just kill the mines. Just kill the mines. I was wondering, like, the cannon implies detection is needed, but you can just kill the mine. I guess that doesn't stop the next mine drop necessarily, but not really the most effective cannon. So we're on the long map, Jagannatha, which now we can finally have that downtime phase where we talk about the map to fill time. Yeah, uh-oh. That didn't need to happen. Anyways, the rush distance
This map is quite
probably...
long.
I couldn't have said it better myself, but I would have tried. The rush distance, the choke points, especially out near the center on the speed zones, there's just a lot of physical distance to be traversed, which makes it hard to actually outright kill your opponent too early on. You kind of just gotta whittle them down with drops and counterattacks until you finally have the army to move through. Which Sigh seems like he's interested in doing so. He's very big about, like right now, he already has +2 on the way. He's got Ghost Academy done. Enhanced shockwaves for that ridiculously sized EMP. It's been compared to the sun. Not the size of the sun. Fact check. Maybe if they have a particularly small sun. So definitely not Big Gabe. But some units dropped into the foyer, but they will break down the walls. So that's a lot of bio here. Looking for the Marauders, finds a few. Widow Mines in a dangerous position. The Cyber Core vulnerable, not really targeted. Phoenix is dead. Nina loses a lot, and Sigh kind of went up in supply. There's still 3 Widow Mines in the main, which is something of concern. Cyber Core dies. That's going to need to be replaced. Is there... Well, a Disruptor is a form of Observer. The Widow Mines are recharging. That is not a good sign. There is no Blank. There is Charge. Blink just started. The Disruptor needs to get involved, or at least... Well, that's one way to do it. Nina now down. Here we are again. Nina's down 40 supply against Sigh, who is kind of just building your units that start with M. And they're proving incredibly effective. He's got vision across the map, a supply depot, some Widow memes. Even the medevacs over here. Nina, like... I just feel, if it was most other Protoss, I would feel this game is grinding to a conclusion. Flip a coin. I think there's a 50% chance Sigh just runs over Nina with way more supply. And a 50% chance this somehow goes sideways. Those Disruptors did not need to be in front. This base is cut off. There's a bio army on the low ground. Nina has to... Oh my god, the Widow Mines hit everything, and so did the EMPs, but a Disruptor connection! The overcharge! Oh my god! The Disruptor saves the game! What a save! 10 supply difference! We've gone sideways. The upgrades, well, now 3-3 is on the way for Sigh. Sigh has, well, going on 5 bases. The fusion core is a little on the late side. The worker counts are adequate. This base is vulnerable in the red. 250 HP, and then, of course, the shields. But Nina's disruptors save her again, despite being out in the front of far too many fights. It's still an advantage to Sigh. It has been for much of the game. He's maxed out. He's got advanced ballistics on the way. He's got 3-3 and 3 command centers. He's banking money. There's plenty of production. 2 starports, 8 racks, a factory. But Nina has tools. Now, that is not the Gateway army we're looking for. A casual disruptor looking for an opportunity. The Protoss army's on its way back. Disruptor staying slightly out of vision range. Exploratory shot. Where did all those disrupt? A recall! 1, 2! Looking for 3! And suddenly the Terran army is in full retreat! Big hits! The Zealots don't want to be. The speed zones. The WLA's here. Oh, but oh my god! Oh, they've gone plaid! Oh, what are you trying to save that? A disaster! Doesn't save the ghosts. Saves nothing. Suddenly, Nina's up by 15 supply, and the WLA's help through. The boys aren't pulled yet, but I think we haven't seen the end of them. Well, unless Nina's able to push through. Not 10 disruptors! Decorruptors. A shot finds 1, zones out the rest. Double kills both times. Zones out for the planetary. The most deadly force fields. The SCV's mineral walkthrough. They won't all make it. Another disruptor zoning out. Nina's not done. 18 SCVs have gone down. A small, sad drop. Sigh still nearly maxed out. He's got upgrades, but Nina took several chunks out of both the army and the economy. The income, for the first time in quite a bit, will tilt towards Nina. Not decisively, because mules, and also this base on the bottom right is unscouted. But we're 15 minutes in, and we're either one fight or the whole map mining out away. Oh, just going up the ramp. Wow. So, I really thought, like, I guess we're going, but they just, into the Venn diagram of freedom. Meanwhile, this drop, battery overcharge, a lot of things dying to Liberators. Like, the Liberator count is growing rapidly, at double-digit Liberators. Like, you need Stargate. You've got to get Stargate. At some point, the Liberators can liberate most of the map, especially with that range upgrade. There is a Stargate, if you remember earlier. So that, like, Nina already has Stargate, but there's no fleet beacon for Tempest. Or maybe carriers, or maybe Void Rays. Probably Tempest, though. We're not there yet. Oh, Liberation is at hand! Oh my god! Oh no! Disruptor? No, doesn't find the shot. Looking for more. Almost out of shot! Nina losing so much! Disruptor's on cooldown and also on dead. Another disruptor, where are you going? We're going the other way! Nina driven back, and all those key units, the disruptors that have saved the game, are dead. Suddenly Nina down 50 supply. This army, there's the medevacs trying very hard, units just trickling in from every side, and this is when the Liberator count, but not many of them covering from the low ground! The Blake Stalkers find a good opportunity. Finally, the Nexus will die. Liberator's on the right side here. Nina, though, resetting the Liberator count quite well. Sigh is disjointed, losing a lot of the army. Storms on landed Vikings. One Liberator tries to escape. It does not. So Nina right now is not mining. significantly, but somehow Sigh partitioned his army in such a way that Nina was actually, Mr. Liberator, there are no boats in StarCraft. Maybe an oversight. Well, we'll see. Maybe that Liberator knows something we don't at this point. Also, some players will do that to make sure the Liberator isn't accidentally selected by Select All Army or any other control groups. So there is a practical purpose in sieging it up like that, but I choose to believe he'd just gone fishing. He's big game hunting. Is that a nuke? Okay. Yep. Uh-huh. Wow, how many Liberators are there? 9 Liberators. Medevac speed! Rapid reignition thrusters. Boost cooldown and medevac speed on the way. With a nuclear missile. Finally, the scouting depot is taken out. How many observers? Wait, what? What are these units? Let's play. What unit is it? The Templar. The Templar. The Scouting Templar. Because, like, what unit should we use to scout? The most expensive one? Sure! Now we have Shadow Stride, +1 air. Where's the fleet beacon? Where's the fleet? Oh, we're going Void Rays with Flux. Wait, we can't go Flux Veins. We're getting all the other upgrades. We still haven't seen high-sec auto-tracking or building armor, but I'm sure they're just around the corner for Sigh. Nuclear launch detected! Because of course it is! Did Nina notice? Yes, she did. The scans will chase. There are 5 orbitals. The nuke manages to get 4 probes. An army. So much of the... The Scouting Templar just woke up from its nap. Oh, but this one was wide awake the whole time. Big Storm softens things up. Disruptor might be able to finish what they started. Oh, managing like some of the most technical units in all. Oh, we're base trading. Are we base trading? DT's warped in. Sigh eviscerating bases. There's nothing back. I guess, okay, we're base trading. It's happening. It just kind of happened. So organic. Fair trade base trade. Oh, God. 38 probes die, so Nina's economy is gone now. She's got a lot of work to do if she actually wants to do critical economic damage. The Liberators come back, and that's more than enough to deal with anything but a unprepared... Well, oh, no. No, that's too many Liberators. You've got a recall, but Nina just lost pretty much the whole... Disruptor! Oh, my God! Okay, well, nice split. Scan. Looking for more. Getting all the extraneous bases. This... Oh no, it's not a super pylon! How? Meanwhile, all the other bases will die. Many of the SCVs with it. There is a recall on the main, but it could be EMP'd. It could be EMP. You gotta make a decision right now. I don't... Disruptor! Disruptor! EMP the Nexus! EMP! I don't know if you'd recall in here. But if you're gonna do it, now's the time. If you're gonna recall, now is the time. This is it! This is it! This is it! Oh, we're walking! And we're walking! Somehow, like, Sigh is way ahead on supply. He still has orbitals, right? A nuclear launch! Oh my... That is the most dangerous force field in the history of StarCraft! And it will keep Nina's army at bay as the main is ransacked. Nina coming back home. The Liberators are here. You can't recall Terran units. Another nuke is on the way. Command centers. Command center on the low ground. Nina's running out of options as she scrambles around the map. Disruptors. Oh, the base is canceled. Sensor tower down. Neither side able to really build units. Disruptor countered. How many? There are 7 Ruptors left. 13 Liberators, but there they are! They're right there! They're right there! Oh my god, why were they there? Oh, a dangerous game. Who knew? There were some storms. The incomes. Well, that doesn't tell the story. The incomes. Actually, Nina's mining. Sigh is not double kill on the ghosts. Nina actually has a whole bunch of cannons and, of course, a Dark Shrine, which is not going to be very helpful with 0 gateways. There's 1 gate. Where's the gate? Oh, there it is. There's 1 gate. Disruptors looking for shots. Liberators finding shots. So the army of Sigh is actually way larger here. But Nina has some of the most cost-effective and slippery units in the game. So, meanwhile, a scan spots the observer. The army, the medevacs, were they scouted? Are there disruptor cooldowns? The Terran army's closing in. Nina can't get cornered here. There should be a recall ready. 2 disruptor shots fired, looking for connections. They gotta save the day. The bio army might be enough. Great disruptor hits, but they're not great enough. Backed into a corner. There's no retreat. And Sigh. 3 to 1. The Exon Cup champion. In dramatic fashion. Sigh does it. Nina makes it incredibly entertaining. But, as is unfortunately often true, does not end up the winner. So, thank you to Team Exon. Thank you to Drickett for his efforts. Thank you to you for supporting the Exon Cup. And thank you to the players for putting on such a show. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, leave a comment. I could beat these guys and I'm gold in Wings of Liberty. It's like, well, thank you for watching. Check out all these amazing videos that you might like. Some more like this, or maybe not. Whatever you're into, I'm sure it's right there for you, force-fed down your throat, as long as you caress the algorithm correctly. Thank you for watching. Good luck, and have fun. Oh yeah, tantalizing terrariums. Online sports championships. And you, the sponsors of Exon Cup, in case we hadn't covered that. There you go. Good luck, have fun.